means.
But I have a question. Do you believe that anyone non-Muslim will go to hell? Is that?
I don't believe that because I'm not a judge and only God is.
No. Allah says very clearly in the Quran that the only religion He'll accept is Islam.
But Habibi, can I say one thing?
After I finish.
Okay.
So Allah already made this very clear. It's not an if or maybe.
So do you believe
Of course,
that?
hold on. Of course, the ultimate judge is Allah. So we as human beings cannot say in this world like how you're going to die or how you're going to die or how I'm going to die. You see, we can all say a lot of things now, but you see, what really counts is on what, in what status you died. The end is the one which actually makes or breaks your akhirah, your afterlife. So I cannot judge today. If you're a Muslim or you're a non-Muslim that you're going to heaven, it's not my jurisdiction.
But what do you believe?
We leave that to Allah.
What do you believe?
All I'm saying is that Allah has made it clear in the Quran that anyone who believes a religion other than Islam, yes, Allah will reject it.
Okay, so therefore, non-Muslims, according to what you believe, non-Muslims will go to hell.
For me, someone who dies in that state.
Yeah, but to me it sounds a bit unfair.
Why?
Why? Not reject, but non-Muslims. It sounds a bit unfair.
You know, that is like saying that that is like saying that every bro.
It's not if you reject it. He's saying if you're not Muslim, you don't get into heaven. That's what he said.
You know, many Muslims who are not born Muslims.
No, but he said if you're not Muslim, you won't get into heaven.
No, what?
Yeah, I know.
You might claim Islam,
but I'm not adhering to the principle. I'm sure I'm not.
Again, I go back. I'll go even more general than that. Islam is to submit to God. God equals nur, light, truth. Anyone. So when Allah Subhanahu wa Taala says Islam, only people who are following the religion of Islam. I don't think we could just put the Muslim people.
No, Allah says the Deen. Al-Islam.
Yes, I know.
And Allah is Al-Islam.
Al-Islam.
What does Deen mean? Deen means religion. Yes. What does Islam mean? Submission to Allah. What is the one that only Allah will only accept? Look, we are not talking about ifs and maybes.
Okay.
It's clear.
Okay. Because I'll tell you why this is not logical as well. So Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, the first thing He created was aql, the logic. Yeah. The first thing.
Where is that in the Quran?
No, it's in the Hadith.
No, it's not in the Hadith. Who told you it's from aql?
It is in Hadith.
Allah created the qalam first, not the aql.
No, okay.
So you get your facts right first.
Fine. Okay.
What do you mean fine?
You don't agree intellect is an important thing in Islam?
No, don't put words in my mouth.
Okay, so
I told you, I corrected you what Allah created first.
My belief is that there is hadith that say that He created al-aql first. Okay?
Hadith?
Yes.
I would like to see that hadith.
Okay? Anyway, if we disagree on this...
Okay, go on. What is the point you're making?
The point is...
Aql is very important, so don't put words in my mouth.
No, okay. He created intellect. Yeah. Okay? I'm not here to win an argument, by the way. I'm here to just...
No, but you should substantiate what you say.
Don't talk without,
When you make a statement, especially from Islamic point of view, then you should substantiate what you say.
Okay.
And I would do the same thing if I make a point from the Bible. Okay, I don't just hit and run.
Okay, no, I'm not hitting and running. Anyway, as I said, and again, I'm saying if that's something you believe in, then we can agree that intellect is a creation Allah Subhanahu wa Taala has provided us, and it's important. So if someone was to be born non-Muslim and he did not have any access to Islam, to be in the religion of Islam. Well, 1 minute, my friend.
Let him finish.
Because the Quran, if you want to follow it to the literal meaning,
finish your point.
If you want to follow it to the literal meaning that only those who are in Islam, then Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, the rest of them
finish your point.
So if someone who was born outside Islam and he believed in what he thought was true. Again, his intention, this is the truth, and he seeks.
And he was a good person.
And then he dies. Is it logical that Allah says, because in the Quran I said anyone who was outside Islam, I'll put him in hell?
Exactly.
Can I respond to that?
Man.
Can I respond to that? Okay. The point you made is the point would apply if you were living in an Amazon forest or somewhere like that. Okay. Those people to whom Islam was not access to, basically they did not have someone to tell them about it. They did not hear about it. You see. The ulama say very clearly, with regards to those people, Allah will be the ultimate judge. So we cannot judge them that they'll go to hell. And the same thing applies to people who have not heard the message of Islam. Wait. Let me finish the point. However, in this day and age, when we are living in the age of information, right, to basically say that I'm ignorant about something is an excuse. It's not reality. To say that these people here, this gentleman and this lady here did not get the message of Islam from us or from anyone else is an excuse.
No, but you're a child
because you see there's a clear hadith. There's a clear hadith of the Prophet ﷺ which says that anyone who has heard about me and does not accept me, take his place in the hellfire.
Okay.
So we got a clear ayah and a clear hadith
Okay.
to back up what I said.
Can I just say one?
With what you said is an exception.
Okay.
And exceptions do not make a
But
rule.
my friend, he's living in England now, so he's not an exception to the rule.
No, he's not.
Okay.
He's not completely unaware of the message of Islam.
What I'm saying, okay, let's say
Because
now.
he actually said he's read the Quran.
He's read.
Absolutely, yeah, good point. Yeah.
He's read the Quran. Okay, he's lived with it. He lived in
If you haven't
Saudi-
read the Quran, we'll give you a
Okay,
copy of the
very
Quran.
nice, very nice. He's lived in Saudi Arabia,
Yes.
and let's see
In English, definitely.
what was available to him was hatred. Okay, because there
You
is a-
cannot say all Saudi. Have you been to Saudi Arabia?
No, I'm saying.
You cannot say all his experiences
Oh my
hatred.
God,
Come on.
bro, I didn't say. I'm saying what he experienced from the Islamic thought. He's looking at the Islamic thought.
Yeah.
Because you have to also open your mind from his point of view. Because
Has he given his point of view?
What I'm saying.
Because you're speculating right now. That's what you're doing.
no,
I'm
but
giving
listen,
You haven't asked his point of view.
No, but
Bro,
you're
you're just trying to argue
yeah,
to win
it's
a
very
debate.
difficult.
No, no,
yeah, it's
I'm
very
trying
difficult.
to
to
I'm making the
discuss.
point
Very
that
difficult to
the way you're
discuss with you.
generalizing is very bad
No,
about Saudi
no,
he's
Arabia.
not generalizing. No,
What
we're
I'm
not
saying
generalizing.
Okay, have you had good experiences in Saudi
He
Arabia?
must have had good and bad.
Let me ask him. Why are you
I
answering for
wanna
him?
talk, 'cause I
Calm
haven't
down.
finished
No, but,
Okay.
no, but
Have
you're
you
not
had good
answering-
experiences in
You're
Saudi
not
Arabia?
answering
You
his
don't wanna
question.
listen.
I want you to answer
Okay,
his
what
question.
is his question?
Okay, ask him.
So what
What
I'm
is your
saying
question,
is,
John?
for him,
Yeah.
okay, he hasn't. He did not get the evidence that proves enough to him that Islam.
How do you know that?
I agree. I did not.
If, for example,
Oh, if.
yeah, because
Okay,
because
see,
we're
it's a
claiming,
hypothetical question.
because we're claiming that he lives in England. Okay, he's aware of Islam. He's aware of the Quran. So why isn't he not a Muslim? To be honest, this kind of attitude is.
That wasn't my question at all.
This pushes him away from.
I'm
Islam.
sorry, that wasn't my question.
That was your
So
statement, though.
because
That was-
neither was that my claim.
No, because
It was.
you don't-
All
It
I'm
was.
saying is that
It
for
was.
you who has had access to the Quran, you had access to the Muslims, for you to basically say
But
on
what
the
if
day
I
of
just-
judgment
what if I just-
that I did not know much about it,
No, I didn't say I
that's an
don't know much,
excuse.
but I just have a
Brother,
different belief.
brother.
That's
brother,
fine.
if
It's fine.
you-
So I'm
You
gonna help.
look. The will that Allah has given you, the free will, you are allowed to choose or reject the message of Islam. But to say that I have not received the message of
didn't say that.
Islam,
I didn't say
exactly
that.
my point.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling you.
No, but you made
that
no.
on the
but
day
you're
of
saying
judgment, you
that the
cannot
only
use that as an
people-
excuse.
No, but exactly.
Let's say he received the message.
I received it.
Yes.
And he couldn't, the only way for him to accept it is to actually just accept it because it's there, but not because he truly believes in it.
Habibi, he's been given intellect just like you and me.
Okay.
So he has to have a reason why he rejects
don't you
it.
agree at some point that me and you both have intellect, you would agree with something and I would disagree with something?
Yeah, but we are talking about something which has come clearly to you, and you reject it, then you must have an excuse for it.
Brother,
If I reject something, I substantiate why I reject it. I'll tell you what would be his excuse for rejecting something which he has learned from Islam, from the Quran?
Okay, so therefore he needs to ask questions.
Exactly.
If he gets the answers and he's satisfied and he didn't beat, then that's a different case. But if he doesn't get the answers to satisfy him,
then there must be a reason why he
because
rejects
I'll
it.
tell you why I'm really against this point. Because I really hate us as Muslims or Christians, just because he's born a Muslim, mashallah, he's going to heaven, and the rest are all going to hell.
Who said that?
No.
No. Why are you making that point when he didn't make that point?
Because
I'm sorry, what you're doing
I
is,
just
look,
think it sounds a bit
you're
unfair.
trying to now generalize again about the Muslims and about the
I'm
non-Muslims.
not generalizing about the Muslims.
No, but it sounds a bit unfair.
What is unfair?
It sounds a bit unfair that billions of people, nice, good people, some of them, will not go to heaven because they don't believe in Islam.
It is by their own choice.
But
It's by their own choice.
unfair, no?
Okay, I'll tell you what is holding you back from accepting Islam?
I'll tell you what.
I'm asking you. Your
Why
next
does
one.
Allah
me back
talk about rahmah a lot?
from accepting
Why does he
Islam.
bring the word mercy a lot?
One
mercy,
second.
mercy. If we're also if the Muslim
There is
if the mercy
both
is only
wrath
for-
and mercy, not only mercy.
if the mercy is only for the good Muslims, okay, then there's no point of him to say.
No, there's mercy for everyone.
كل شيء.
Habibi, there's mercy for
so
everyone.
this-
However, once you die, once you breathe your last, then that mercy will be mercy
I have one
for
last
people
question. So you think
Yeah.
there is no way for him, okay, for an ex-person
Yeah.
so if he comes across Islam, for him it's going to be definite, like the truth is going to show.
I told you, it depends on in what state he dies.
No.
Now, right now, I cannot judge.
Let's say 70.
Even for myself, even for him.
Brother, that's not my question.
Yes.
My question is, because this is my understanding of what you're saying.
Okay.
So, you're saying because we live here, he can't say that I didn't receive the Quran.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
That's what I'm
my
saying.
thing is, so just because he's received the Quran and the message, then he should believe because it's very clear. Is that what you're?
No, that's not all. I'm saying that if he's received the message and if he's received the information about Islam, then there must be a reason why he rejects it. That's what we need to know. Every single person has a different reason for accepting or rejecting it. But we cannot generalize just because he's got the message, automatically he should be a Muslim. I'm not saying that.
Very good. Okay, very
I'm
good.
saying What is the reason? And that's the reason for me asking the question to him.
To be honest, and
why would you reject it?
Let's say he's got reasons. Yeah,
And that's why I'm asking him the question.
We'll come to him, but because I want to. So he's got reasons, and then he died at the age of 70, and he still hasn't. One of the reasons wasn't satisfied. That's my point. We can't. Because
When you say not satisfied, that's very vague. Give me something specific.
brother,
Why is it accepted?
I'm not saying for us
hypothetical,
satisfied
isn't it?
between him and God.
That's not hypothetical.
That's between him and God.
You will die one day.
I think the main question
maybe I'm not
was,
expressing myself.
correct me if I'm wrong.
Maybe I'm not.
He said
You are
that if I
expressing very
die
well.
and he is not Muslim, he will go to hell or not. The answer for that is we cannot judge now, because no one is guaranteed to die as a Muslim at the end second of his life. So we cannot, even as Muslims, cannot guarantee that to go to heaven.
Yeah.
You know, there was
But what we know from Quran that Allah said, if Allah will accept only Islam as a religion. Absolutely. So if someone don't believe in God, he will go to hell. He will go to
and if
hell.
he dies in that state.
Yes,
he
and
dies in that state.
we are not talking about the exception that he did not get the message of Islam.
Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah,
What
I'm not
about him?
talking
What
about the
about
exception
He
that
said-
someone did not get the message of
both are
Islam.
He said if he believed in God. What about if he believed
Yeah,
in
yeah,
God?
That includes Prophet Muhammad.
Yeah, that includes the Prophet.
That includes
Yeah,
Prophet
when I
Muhammad.
said that, maybe.
So I've understood that
Yeah,
point as well.
By the way, you know, there was a point he made earlier I would like to
Yeah.
address. The point he made earlier is that it is unfair for billions of people to go to hell. You know, that is basically like saying that when your teacher gives you a test, everyone should pass.
No, but you're.
It is unfair to fail anyone.
No, it's
It is
not.
not.
It's not the same.
If God has
It's not
given
the
you a
same.
test, you know this life is a test,
listen, look at
and
all
you
the
fail in the test,
undereducated.
why would you?
So
God
let-
has given you a free will. God has given you
Listen,
intellect.
let's talk about all the
Yes?
undereducated
And based
kids
on
in
this,
Africa who are
everyone
brought
has
up
been given
Christian.
intellect, and
Yeah?
everyone has been given free will. So God is not unjust.
Listen.
God has given you these two abilities
Very good.
for you
Not
to
everyone-
pass the
no.
test, and He has given you the ability. Not only that, He's given you the opportunity
No.
to look at the information that has been given to you. You see, Allah says in the Quran, not a single nation has passed to which a messenger did not come. Because you see, on the day of
what
judgment,
you lack is
that nation will
acceptance.
say,
I think your
on the day
biggest
of
issue
judgment,
is you
will
don't
say to
accept
Allah
people.
that no messenger came to us. No one warned us about anything. You see, on the day of judgment,
but-
and that will be taken as legitimate reason for them to basically argue against
But you
Allah.
need to
But Allah
accept.
says in the Quran that every nation has been sent a message.
Accept all people, man.
Yes.
That's my point. Accept
Every
people.
person, and every nation. Every person and every nation.
But is it
And I'm talking about, and I'm not talking about those people who live in a far off jungle or somewhere who has not received the message.
Not a far
I'm
off
talking
jungle.
about
No,
people here who
People
got the message.
in Africa, let's call it 1 billion people,
Yeah.
Christians in Africa, who are not highly educated.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Listen, brothers, in the hadith of the Prophet, it said Allah sent to all mankind.
In the Quran, not the
100.
hadith, in the Quran.
No, listen. 124,000 prophet and messenger
Yeah.
to every globe of this nation. So if these people reach the message to them,
Yeah.
but they did not accept it. They knew that that's the truth there. They didn't accept it, and
Yeah.
they died upon that.
Yeah.
Ultimately, the end of the term.
Very good. You said
You understand?
you. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with what you said.
So at the end of the term, they died. They refused.
But if they knew, why would they refuse it?
No, there are
That's
people
what
that
I
out of
said.
arrogance,
That's what
they're out
the
of
Quran says.
Yeah.
I gave them knowledge, intellect, faculty.
Yeah.
And they say, on the day of judgment, when they are in front of Allah, it says, if we only used our faculty and listen, we wouldn't be here.
So people make mistakes.
We wouldn't be here. The people, they regret it and they
Yeah.
say,
Yeah. Then they go to hell.
And
That's what it says.
I agree with because he says a very important point. They knew the truth and they rejected it.
they rejected.
And that is kufr.
Yeah.
That is good. It's when you reject. Not a kafir is not a Christian. A kafir is
Listen
not.
to me.
A kafir is anyone who
It's
hides
very
the truth.
clear, the message.
No. So you're saying someone who is a non-Muslim and he dies upon disbelief, you're saying he should be going to heaven?
Bro, I'm not saying he's.
I'm
gonna-
asking.
For me,
Yeah.
if he knew the truth and he hid,
No, what do you mean the truth?
the truth is Islam. Okay.
No, wait, if he knows the truth is Islam.
Abu Jahl knew what was
Yes,
Islam.
we are not talking about,
And he refused.
because what you're talking about, no, what you're talking about is a
I think
munafiq. Hold on. There's a two different things.
Let's
One is
look
a
at it if he rejects it.
one is someone who's a kafir, and someone who's a munafiq. A munafiq knows the truth,
Yeah.
yes, but he still inwardly rejects it, outwardly shows that he
Yes,
accepts it.
yeah.
Yes, this is a munafiq. A mushrik, on the other hand, has heard the message, and he still rejects Allah.
But a mushrik, sorry, just to say, a mushrik is come from
Someone who does shirk.
someone who
shirk.
who joins with Allah another
yeah.
God.
Which can include not only the deities that they talk about, but also, for example, money.
Yeah.
To many people, money is their God.
Of course.
Okay?
I think we're